Okay.
Tell us all about it, Matt.
So this is the tire after it was already drug out of the place where it was sitting. And there are no cracks in the sidewall or the rim. And this was supposedly left setting for 6 months with the tires flat. But this tire obviously cannot have been flat for more than a few days. Even where it's been sitting here, it's not cracking. This is a good solid tire that has been damaged so that it wouldn't be able to roll.
Okay, and what makes you think it was intentionally damaged, sir?
Because why else? It couldn't have gone flat on its own. There are no holes in it. There are no holes, nothing. The air has been let out of it. And
Is this the one that doesn't hold any air?
this is the one that doesn't hold any air because if you'll notice, once the air was let out, the tube was severed. That's where that should go, and that would put air into the tire, and that would be down on the rim.
Okay, and what is there anything you'd like to point out about the other tire?
Yeah, that tire there is still good. When they let the air out of it, somebody came back and tried to air it up, and if you'll get really close on this, you'll see that this didn't happen on the other tire, where this is starting to crack. This tire was probably starting to go flat on its own, and that's why when the lady tried to fill it back up, it started to hold air.
Let's look at the other one and show no cracks.
Because there aren't any. There's nothing like that. This tire is destroyed, but less than a week
Can you
ago.
pop the hood and
this
let's
was
take a
still
look
good
at where
tire.
my thing's gone. I haven't seen this yet.
This is where the turbo should be. Now the cover for that turbo is still in good condition in the back of the truck, where it's laying on top of some other things. And if you take a quick look in the truck,
Okay, and this is the battery that obviously was intentionally damaged.
you can't do that on accident. That doesn't happen.
Yeah.
This is very important, what you're looking at here. This is where he has intentionally taken the positive lead and the negative lead and put it onto the positive lead of the battery, which has probably fried the entire electrical system for this truck.
Oh.
And if you zoom in right here, you can see where both leads have been clipped, and then it was put down on purpose, both leads, onto the battery. This could not have been done on accident.
Not by a mechanic. Okay, let's go look at the turbo thing that he left in the back.
This is the cover for the turbo. It's sitting in the back of the truck. And you can see this has not been sitting here that long. We've got clean bolts that match the clean bolts up there. This had not been removed in the past.
I didn't see the clean bolts in the truck. Maybe I looked at the wrong angle.
You'll have to lean in.
Here, why don't you do some filming, Mr.
Okay.
Penning?
So if you lean in, and your video's getting grainy, however, this and this are both
Shiny.
clean, shiny, well oiled. This truck was maintained up until a very short time ago. This actually appears to be a new alternator. I don't know if that's true or not, though.
Gee, thanks, Mike.
And this is how we found this. I've got pictures of that from before we towed it. But it's missing its air filter, and it was just hanging off like this.
Well, at least you didn't put it back so we wouldn't know there was no air filter.
So
There's problems. And the cab is messed up too, but the cab was in pretty shitty condition when it left.
well, the window, if you can aim in there, the window is still there.
Oh, I thought it was broken.
And this is dry, clean, there's no smell of mold. So this window was rolled down before the last time it rained. Because you can still see all the dust and everything on here. Had it rained in here, it would have washed some of this off a little bit. It may have dried by this point, but you would still see clean spots. And instead, this was rolled down and just left exposed to the elements on purpose. And this is the other thing that I noticed when I got in it, is this here has no ants, no bugs in it, doesn't smell all that bad. So somebody was sitting in this truck drinking that thing. I don't know how long it takes one to go bad.
And also the kid was like, "What are you doing to my daddy's truck?"
Right.
Which makes it clear that, yeah.
And if you look at this, this looks like crap. But this was actually taken apart professionally. There is nothing broken. None of the snaps are left in where the door panel comes off. They left the plastic good so it could be resealed. Where the electronics have been removed, they were carefully removed by somebody that knew what they were doing. They weren't just cut off.
Yep.
This truck was
Oh,
being
would you get a
parted
shot of the ignition?
Oh, yeah. This...
And you saw that before you went to Montana, right when it was parked, and it wasn't.
I got a ride in this before it was parked, and
Yeah.
it took a key. This is the ignition, and this is what was in the driver's seat. And you can do this.
Don't start it, Matt, because I.
There is no starting it. There, with what's been done to it, you can't.
And all those witnesses saw it rolling, and he made it not roll
But,
because he's being a dick. I
I
wonder
mean-
what I got in the glove compartment.
Other than that, there's just some trash in it. Oh, I haven't opened that yet. How do you open it?
There's just like a lever on the top. There's no key or anything.
Here we have Michelle Jarvis's registration.
Well, I left the registration in the truck because I used to drive it. Or I used to know people that did.
That pantry receipt and an environmentally conscious recycling something or another.
All right. Well, I think we got it here. Let's see what that is. That's probably a dump receipt from me.
Probably. Okay. I don't know what that is. I have some better quality pictures of that, but I'm not an expert on vehicles, just on dirt and trash. This is still recording right now. How much do you have
okay.
of that?
You just turn it off right here.